Hey guys, today we're going to cover 3 tips to find the best locations for your portraits. Even if you're not shooting in a postcard, you can use these recommendations to make the best of your setting. And stay tuned until the end because we're going to try something new.
Sometimes you have the luxury of shooting portraits in picturesque locations, and sometimes you aren't so lucky. But don't let your location hold you back from creating interesting and meaningful portraits. We're in LA's Chinatown neighborhood, and instead of selecting obvious picturesque locations, we'll head to a few unlikely spots to demonstrate how you can find good locations just about anywhere. When shooting, consider the color and texture of your backdrop and how it will add or take away from the overall aesthetic of your photos. For example, neutral colors with pops of greenery work together to evoke feelings of nature. Furthermore, texture can help convey a grittier, rough around the edges accent to our scene. Instead of a polished, clean look, it feels organic and raw. Here, our model is wearing earthy tones, so when combined with the backdrop, it further embodies the natural vibe we want to achieve. Here are a few quick examples of other colors and textures that might work for a certain look, feeling, or story you're trying to tell. Another important thing to consider when choosing the perfect location for your portrait is how your light interacts with your scene and subject. Many times when we're shooting weddings in less than inspiring settings, we find the nearest parking garage to provide interesting light slivers, textured concrete, and possibly even rooftop vantage points. Here, harsh light helps spotlight our model to provoke brash feelings of solitude. It can also create visual interest in these wedding portraits. Another tip that might help you get creative with your portraits is utilizing backdrops that your model can interact with. We don't just mean having your subject pose on a park bench. We mean interacting with backdrops in a way that helps to tell a story. You can use it as a prop, like this dead palm tree here, or as hip support for your hashtag Manic Monday. Just make sure to actually add something to your photo instead of detracting from it. Let's go on location one more time. We found the jankiest location we could behind a CVS, post office, and auto yard. Upon first glance, nothing sticks out as super visually appealing. Using the tips just mentioned, we'll find 3 spots to use for our walk around the block scrapbook. In the back of the post office, I like the way the light cuts in at a 45-degree angle in the blue and white contrasting colors, so that'll be our first stop. Next, this corner provides interesting texture and colors that complement the subject's clothes. Furthermore, the crack on the wall gives undertones of instability, the same instability this guy feels when he tries to model. Lastly, let's go over to this railing for some added interest. So there you have it. When you're looking for a backdrop for your portraits, consider color and texture, light, and interactivity.
We hope you found these tips to be useful, and we'd love to see them in action. This week, take a portrait using our location advice and post it on Instagram with the hashtag MangoStreetLocation, and we'll check them out.